Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called The Seagull. One summer, at a lakeside Russian estate, friends and family gather for a weekend in the countryside. While everyone is caught up in passionately loving someone who loves somebody else, a tragicomedy unfolds about art, fame, human folly, and the eternal desire to live a purposeful life. Adapted by Tony Award winning playwright Stephen Karam from Anton Chekhov's classic play and directed by Tony Award winner Michael Mayer with riveting performances, The Seagull explores, with comedy and melancholy, the obsessive nature of love, the tangled relationships between parents and children, and the transcendent value and psychic toll of art. This is a 2018 film. It is rated PG-13. It runs 98 minutes, and it stars all the people on the front here. Annette Bening, Swayar Ronan, Corey Stoll, Elizabeth Moss, Mare Whittingham, John Tenney, Michael Zegan, and Brian Dennehy. The Seagull. Well, first off, I'll start by saying that this came up out of nowhere. It was one of my suggested movies when I do my research every month for finding new films I've never seen before. And it came up, and I got it from my local library, and I watched it. And I didn't know anything about it. I saw the front cover, and I was wondering what the whole Seagull name of the movie would be about. And I gotta say that I don't understand why they called it The Seagull. Like, that was just a small part of the movie. It wasn't a metaphor for everything going on. It doesn't cover all the bases. So I would have preferred something else, but I guess The Seagull kind of stands out. I guess that's one thing going for it. It's original. So I started watching this, and I kind of understood from it that there was going to be some kind of love situation. But when I saw that it was in the older time period and everybody in their nice clothes and, servants everywhere and everything, I just was like, not what I was expecting. So I watched, the first hour or so, and it was just kind of upsetting. Like, they have this play out in the woods that doesn't get finished, and then people talk about it throughout the rest of the movie. They have this one lady who likes this one guy, but she never really says anything to him. She just accepts that they're never going to be, and she's all over dramatic about it. And then she's like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're never going to, be together. So she just kind of changes her circumstance without ever actually trying to talk to this guy that she loves. That guy loves this other girl, and they're like making out for the first part of the movie. Then all of a sudden, they're just never going to end up together. So, okay. That girl falls in love with a guy who's married, and they supposedly have this affair that everybody knows about, and then she can't stop loving him. Well, we've heard that story a million times. And then that guy is married, and he stays married, and and him and his wife act like nothing ever happened. Well, that's a thing that we've heard before, and it's kind of frowned upon by most people. And this movie really puts an emphasis on it at the end. Excuse me. And so I just it's a movie that you've seen a million times, and yes, there are some good actors in it. Yes, the story, and the actors in the movie pull it off pretty well. It seems like they're at least trying, but this seems like it's a stage play because everything that's going on in it is either predictable, stupid, boring, just it's the same old thing that you've seen a million times. They decided to put it in an older time setting. they try to say that this big 98-minute movie all happens in the course of a couple days, which is ridiculous. Just as you're watching, it feels like months, literally. So I don't know how it pulls that off, but it's what it felt like to me. So as much as I want to feel for these actors, because some of them have done some amazing things in the past, as much as I wanted to enjoy the story because it is a little bit, tiny bit riveting, I just think the movie had no point, no direction. It was something I've seen a million times, but I've seen it more up to date, more contemporary, and more exciting with, Friends with Benefits with Justin Timberlake. I mean, that movie's just like 10 times more exciting than this. And so I just don't understand why people make movies like this. Like if you're going to put it in the older time setting, you got to have something to really make it a staple part of your movie and have it stand out because we've seen it so many times before. So I'm going to give the Seagull a D. I can't tell you to watch it because it's just the same old garbage that we've seen from everybody else, and it's a nice movie to watch because all the movies that are like this are nice to watch because they're about love, because they're about loving someone else and not knowing what you want. But that doesn't mean that your movie has direction. You can have a million twists in a movie, but you've got to have a reason for it to exist. It's not just, people don't just make movies just to make movies and, surprise you every 5 minutes. I mean, it's not fun. It's predictable is what it is. It makes you more predictable. And so I just feel sorry for this movie. I'm going to give the Seagull a D. I, I, I understand the metaphor for the seagull, but I just don't think you base your movie off that. I don't think you call your movie that. And I just, once they start saying their stuff at the end, it just completely lost me. So it's going to be one of the worst movies I've seen in a while. And I give the Seagull a D. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get some of them watched. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies. Thanks.